Hey, what's good, people? Whether it's an earbud at work, in between class, while you're working out, or sitting on your ass, I want to welcome you to the CharlieGtv Podcast. We have a great show lineup here for you today. We have this March 4th, and the weather is it's honestly warm. It could be cold. It's not that bad. It's actually kind of perfect, kind of to me. You know what I mean? We have so much to talk about here today. You know what I mean? We're talking about my watch this week. This week is crazy to a degree. You know what I mean? And we're talking about food and all type of things in the culinary world. We talk about parenthood. There's some crazy shit going on in the headlines going on. I mean, of course, I got some spicy content from the internet and some crazy things going on that we're going to touch on, man. But before we get into all of that, I got to introduce the guy that we have here today, all right? He is an energetic young man, all right? He is a new proud father. You know what I mean? He is a guy that is dancing at fucking midnight with energy that you wouldn't believe, all right? He's a culinary kitchen killer, all right? A future chef in this world. I'm telling you, he's going to probably have his own restaurant. I'm just telling you that I got a future killer in this industry here, and I would like you guys to welcome to the stage my homie, James. Oh my God, because I got that. It's fucking in. It's fucking in. I can't be saying because I know it's that one. I know it's that one. So, yeah, so I know he's doing this. You see his socials in there. Make sure I go follow him. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I go follow my homie because he deserved that. He deserved that. You know what I'm saying?
Pause. I need to follow.
Yeah, nah. For real. It's really strange because I have like 4 sounds programmed to do this thing. I don't know why it's malfunctioning right now. That's why I'm gonna get the Rodecaster Pro 2. You know what I mean? That has better preamps. You know what I mean? And will not lose the sound randomly. That's weird. Oh, maybe it's this. Nope. Anyway, but yeah, you know how we start every podcast? We start with a watch this week. All right. Now it could be a TV show, it could be anime, it could be a Facebook reel. You know what I mean? It could be story time, really, if something happened that was crazy. You know what I mean? That you want to relate it to people and let them know. You know what I mean? But what came across your consciousness this week that you want to recommend or relate it to people, as far as like maybe a show you watching or something?
I ain't gonna lie. I just binge watched the last Avatar on Netflix. They just put out like a real like movie version / show type thing. Like it was 8 episodes, but it was like a real life last Avatar like version. Like crazy.
I've heard one
Super
person
dope,
say
bro.
that they watched one episode, but they was like asleep and they didn't get a good review of it. I'm a huge fan of Avatar: The
Man.
Last Airbender. I rewatched it with my little sister. It was great.
Yeah,
She was here,
yeah.
so she's a huge fan. I watched the whole core and everything with her. You know what I mean? It was great. It's a great show. I'm a big fan.
Awesome.
And the first time they did that live action movie a couple years ago was I ain't gonna lie, it was trash. So I was
agree with
nervous
that.
about this one. You know what I mean? But how did they do? I heard the
Man,
bending looks good. That's all I've heard.
It was
so far.
awesome.
It was
I tell you, the graphics to the production, like
how the actors, the
everything
characters.
was crazy. Actor was straight on point. Like
Really?
if you put the show and the movie side by side, even though like the movie it was only 8 episodes, so like they kind of put a lot. Like each episode is probably like an hour long because they put in like probably 10, 12 episodes.
Yeah.
In the one episode.
Yeah.
So it was like an hour long each one. But man, it was fantastic. I watched it all. Me and my son watched it for like 2 hours till he got tired of it. But I'm not gonna lie. I was like, all right, he wants something to eat. I'm like, okay, here you go.
yeah.
You know, like I was that into it, bro. Like it was great. It was a really good show. I recommend anybody to watch it. Last Ember on Netflix. That's 8 episodes. You'll enjoy it.
That's a dope show, honestly. Man. I gotta go check it out for real. You know what I mean? Because
watch it, bro.
I know the animated version is dope, and the only reason I haven't watched the live version
and that's the OG version for real.
Yeah,
the animated version.
Yeah. Oh, that we always gonna love them. Always.
That's when we was kids. Like,
what got me tight? What got me tight is about when I heard about this, because at first they had the original creators on the production team, like helping the God shit. Yeah. And then at some point, I don't know what happened. And I guess creative differences, and then the original show creators had to was not like a part of it anymore. You know what I mean? And that always bothers me because it's like you're not allowed to have creative differences with the people who created the goddamn.
Exactly. Like I'm the one who made it.
What are you talking about? Creative differences.
This isn't the right way. I created this person.
Like, what do you mean? What I'm saying. I literally made this whole thing, and you're telling me it's not right.
That's just jealousy and envy.
Like, that's ridiculous. He's gonna take my baby from me.
You feel me?
Like, why are you doing this to me?
I birthed this person,
and it's never gonna be as good as it's gonna be as when I do it. So why are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm glad it still survived a little bit and had some. Maybe the message
I
gave
feel
it a
like
good
they had to
direction.
take some influence from them for how good it was, and how like spot on it was. Like the characters, how they looked, like the costumes, everything was on point.
That's good. That's
What
really
about
good.
you? What you got?
Oh, my watch this week. Look at my doc. Let me see what I had. Oh yeah, my watch this week was these FPV drones, man. So the drone I have, I'd have to pull it. So the drone I have is a regular drone. It's like you can get the over city shots and stuff like that. But FPV drones are a little different. FPV drones are like first person point of view, so you got to put on goggles with those. You know what I mean? And you can like, and you're seeing what the drone's seeing like in the goggles while you're flying. You know what I mean? And the shots that you get with those are different because those I get those they're faster moving shots. They're where you could like dive, or if you wanted to dive vertically down a waterfall, you know what I mean, with the camera.
Yeah.
Like you need the
So are you
FPV.
still using a controller with that? Aside from
Yeah,
the actual goggles that you
yeah,
got to?
yeah. So you
Oh,
have
that's
so you're
crazy.
using goggles that are showing you the literal live view of the drone, and you're using goggles, and you're like literally. They say this and say it's like you're flying, you're fucking flying. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Imagine doing it in VR, except like it's real life. It's showing you something you're literally flying in real
Yeah.
life. You know what I
And
mean? Like and you
you
control
dang
it.
near flying
Yeah,
with it.
and you could do flips and all type. The way the drone maneuvers also is different from a regular drone. Because if I try to do some of the maneuvers that it does, my drone might like fuck up
Malfunction.
flying, like might like not like just it's not built to do that shit.
So
You know what I
so
mean?
like a drone like that, how much more does it cost than like
The funny
the
thing,
regular one you would
the
get?
the funny thing is that it's the same amount. It's like my drone setup. That's more footage. My drone setup was about 1,300, right? And then if you were to buy this FPV drone, they have one for like the same price, pretty much. So just wanted to show
When it
you a
comes to
quick
video
example, you know what I
creation,
mean?
every
Without
detail
having to deal with
matters.
this goddamn ad for a moment. Just 1 second. I just want to show you an example of the footage.
Make that
Oh
money.
no, not the full. Okay. Hopefully, but look, you can see how it looks more. Let me put it down. My bad. Ooh, glad I messed it up. But you see how it looks more like it's flying, like how you get these shots like this. Like you see this. Like I could do this with my drone to a degree, but not like that. Not those things. Not like that. You know what I mean? That looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's these shots when it's fast. He's literally flying that. That's how he's looking. But to do that with my drone is like impossible almost. You know what I mean? You could get nice shots of the whole mountain. You could sort of go, but you can't go fast enough with enough control to get these shots. That's why the FPV things is different because they're really going that fast. You know what I mean? It's crazy. They got some FPV drones that could go 90 miles an hour. Like some of these guys,
get a clear shot like that.
yeah, yes.
That's
Some of
crazy.
these guys that do this are like they really flying really fast, and their drones is crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I'm not getting that drone. I'm not getting that drone. That's like a 2000.
That's totally changing the whole photography world for sure.
But the way I see it is this: whenever I see drone footage, because the one I'm buying, the one I want to buy is one that's made to be done more indoors, it's more cinematic. My thing is this: black people, the black community.
Yeah.
Whenever you see drone footage, you don't see it in the black community.
No.
You don't see we don't you don't see that from weddings to it adds a different a cinematic thing. I'm telling you. So and then going in parties like the one I have now, the one I'm about to buy, the next one is it's the one that they would use if you was in the gym working out, and they had that thing when it flies into the gym, it goes in between the guy's arms working out, in the car. Those one shot was like you want to see it go like a car commercial. Want to see it go like from the shop through the driver window, out the passenger window. They're like those shots that look like those are drone shots that are doing that. There's a camera literally flying through the thing. But there's a camera that's designed to do that where it has like bumpers on it so that if it bumps into something, it's not gonna fuck up the drone. It's super durable. Like that drone is different from the anyway, the point is, I don't want to get into it. The point is that black people ain't ready for how I'm offer these setups. You know what I mean? Like you ain't never had your wedding shot the way I'm about to shoot it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because between the cameras I'm gonna have just stationary gathering footage. You know what I'm saying? So that I was gonna do like a testimonial booth. You know what I mean? To the drone footage. You know what I mean? My package is gonna be real dynamic once I put it all together.
I mean, at that point,
You know what I
a
mean?
camera like that gotta be. If it ain't, I'm gonna be upset.
And also, my drone's been down, but I'd like y'all to know that I did ship it off to get repaired. They received it, they repaired it for free for the second time, You know what I mean? And it's on its way back. So within about
Shout them
2-3
out.
days from now, shout out DJI,
Sure.
DJI. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have my drone back, and the first thing I do when I get that drone, I'm bringing it here to the studio, and I'm shooting footage of the building coming down the block. I'm gonna shoot downtown Detroit. You know what I mean? That's the very first thing I'm doing when I get my shit back. I'm shooting in downtown. I'm gonna get that shit. I'm gonna get Ford Field. I'm gonna get the whole shit. It's gonna look crazy. You know what I mean? Because every podcast already opens up with some of my drone footage over the lodge and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right now, because it looks dope opening up. You know what I mean?
That'd be
So,
fire for sure.
but yeah. So I'll have a question for you.
What's up?
Why do you like to cook food?
I like to cook food because it helps me express myself. And even though everybody who knows me, I don't mind talking. But sometimes it's nice to not have to talk. And people will be able to say, James made that.
Yeah.
He did that. You know what I mean? So that's why I call myself a silent killer sometimes. You eat the food, they like, oh yeah, James did that. They can look at it, but oh, he made that. You know what I mean? And that's why I like to cook, because you can really like put all your feelings and your energy into one thing, and it can be very memorable to somebody to the point they will come back and call themselves a regular somewhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The also reason I like to cook is because it's in my family. Like it's in my blood, bro. Like I've been in the kitchen with my mom since I was a youngin. Like since my son age. My son is 1 right now.
Yeah.
You know, and my mom didn't been to culinary school. She didn't ran kitchens at church and then her own catering, and she actually just helped open up Pizza Cat Max in downtown. They actually just closed yesterday. We went yesterday for the last day. You know, it happens in restaurants. You know, it doesn't work out. You know, and you just you keep on moving, and you find the next thing that works. But the beauty of the restaurant industry is
second
like
generation. That's dope.
You know what I mean? Like, and the beauty of it is like I never thought I would even be cooking, bro.
Why not?
I thought I was gonna be in the office in the suit, you know,
you
sales,
gonna be
selling,
corporate James.
you know. I thought that for real because
Yeah.
my dad is like that, but with music, you know.
Yeah.
So like a lot of like artistry has been in my family.
Yeah.
In regards to cooking and
Creative
photography,
yeah.
and music and stuff like that. So it's like once I finally got in the kitchen and doing things myself and like learning things and people teaching me stuff and like being super hands on, I'm like, oh, this is fun. Like I actually like this. Like I want to keep progressing in this, you know.
Yeah.
And once I started working at Social in downtown Birmingham, a lot of people don't know about that place. Shout out Social.
Shout out Social.
Showing me a lot of stuff, bro.
I'm tired of this motherfucker thing not working. You really got to work the whole time. I'm a buy another.
That's crazy.
You'll be fired. I'll fire you. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, shout out all the technology.
You're fired. Right
my
now,
boy need a
fired.
refund.
I'm telling you.
My boy need a refund. Y'all do them dirty for
you're
sure.
You're fired. All right. You know.
But like, bro, I worked there for 4 years. That's the longest job I've had consecutively in the kitchen. Wow. 4 years straight.
All right.
And I worked up front and I did back of house. But working with those people who worked there, and I learned a lot of lessons, like just being diligent, being disciplined, and like just coming in early, getting ready for a busy service, and like just really putting your head down and like pushing yourself.
Yeah. Because
in the kitchen, it really pushes your physical limits and mental limits.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with people of all different personalities, and you're dealing with a lot of picky people in regards to the guests. People like their food a certain way, you know. So like it's really hard to like be consistent and get people's food right every single time. Yeah. You know, and it takes a while to like know people and understand how they eat and like to really get it right, because it's really easy to get it wrong. Yeah. You know,
food is a real subjective thing to a degree. Like sometimes some people just don't like something, or they just don't think it tastes good. You know what I mean? Like for a long time, I didn't like pickles. I didn't like pickles.
Still don't.
You know what I mean? And now I kind of, if it's the right pickle, like I can appreciate the flavor of a pickle, especially with having to make those sauces that I make. I've seen how the pickle juice was like a necessary flavor to help balance out the rest of it. You know what I mean? So I was like, it made me appreciate the flavor profile of the pickle a lot more. You know what I mean? Once I was cooking with it, you know what I mean? So
my thing is, I'm a texture person as well. So like, I just don't like the texture of pickles. I don't mind the flavor. Yeah. I like the acidity. I like that brininess. Yeah. You know? But it's just the texture gets up sometimes too slimy,
Yeah.
too chewy,
I can
maybe like
understand. I can
you
understand
know.
that. I can understand
But
that.
like and being a chef, you have to learn how to appreciate all those things,
Mm-hmm.
and because that's only gonna help you how to create further.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it's gonna make it a lot. You're gonna be stagnant. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to like get to that next level because you like distance yourself from certain
Yeah.
things.
My favorite part about cooking personally that I've been experiencing in there is my favorite part is trying to make it trying to balance out the tastes in the dish.
Yeah.
Like trying to
And I
make
know
it
that
trying to make
about
it
you
taste good.
from working
That's my
together.
my favorite part is try like I be telling like that's too acidic. That's
I ain't
too
gonna lie.
that's too sweet. That's
Look,
too
the
I
one
like
dish I remember that I can say that you make like 100% perfect every time when we first opened was that scallop crudo.
yeah. Yeah,
You
scallop
would
crudo.
be so on head about it, and I appreciated that from you because you
Tastes that
cared
shit.
that much about how it tasted because somebody
Yeah.
else is gonna eat this,
Yeah.
and that's how a real chef thinks.
But it's because
You know what I
to me
mean?
the scallop crudo is a bunch of raw scallops and the thing like to me it's
Look,
really
people,
easy
don't get
to
it
not
twisted.
I think it's really
That
easy.
scallop crudo is amazing.
It is, but you
Okay,
gotta make it taste good because it's
and
easy
for
to
all my
not taste
peoples out
good.
there, my peoples, you know what I mean. For all my peoples out there, we need to learn how to appreciate food for how it is. So, like, I understand we don't want tartar. I get we don't want the raw fish,
I make that
but
tartar
it's
taste
cooked.
good. I'm
Okay,
telling you.
understand that it's cooked. We're not actually giving you something raw. It may appear raw, but it is actually cooked. Okay.
I've eaten more because I have to prepare tartar.
Yeah, you.
I've eaten so much raw meat
Yeah.
that like I don't know. I feel like and I'm still alive, right? I don't feel crazy, right? So like
I ain't gonna lie. If I was ever on the line, I didn't want to eat something, and Carl was there, he would eat
I'm a
it. He would
taster.
eat
But
it.
listen. I'm an adventurous eater. I feel like I'm not allergic to nothing, so that meant to try a lot of things.
But look, you want to know
So,
something I found out in the restaurant industry that like people get, but a lot of people don't get. It's like when you become management, that's the tricky part. Like
managing
being a
people,
line cook is actually probably the best thing, in my opinion, you
you
could
just
do
managing dishes. You're
if you
managing
want to be
flavors.
in the line. If you want to be in the restaurant industry, being a line cook could be the best experience if you trying to get to that level where you want to get into the restaurant industry and like start do your own thing and start your own restaurant, maybe start catering. Like it's gonna teach you the flow. It's gonna teach you a little bit of business, maybe not everything, but it'll teach you a little bit. It's gonna teach you how you need to be organized. It's gonna teach you how you need to listen to your guests, pay attention to modifications, to how people like things and how they don't like things. Like it makes you way more aware of how like your clientele would be depending on the food that you're serving.
Mm,
If you really pay attention to it.
yeah.
Like when we was at Mad Nice, if you notice like when people would get like a lot of older people came in there, and when they came in and got pizzas, they never got the ones with the chilies on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't want spicy
That's
things.
spicy shit. Yeah.
Or if they got a pizza that had chilies on it, they always got to take it off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's stuff like that that
Just
you
gotta
pay attention
cater
to.
to the
Like,
people.
okay, those people probably don't want something spicy. So so if I'm gonna serve something like catering wise, I need to make sure they have something that's not spicy and has a savory flavor, so that they can enjoy it and not feel like that their mouth is burning.
But you learn about that. But in working in the kitchen and dealing with different demographics, you get to learn
Yeah.
what certain customers you get to better be able to cater your meals to. So even if you have a customer that hires you for catering, you look at their age or their demographic or their background and be like, they'll probably appreciate these flavors. They'll probably
Yeah,
appreciate
you really if you want to get
the
deep
tailor
into
it
it,
to.
like
You know what
a
I
lot
mean?
of people they'll just use the basic stuff, especially to have other people come in.
Mm-hmm.
But like private dinners, that's when you get to like really get deep into it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
if it's a dinner for two, these people are getting married. You can base the dinner off of the occasion.
Yeah.
And really go that route. Like, there's a lot of ways you can go. Like, food can be explained and like defined in a lot of different concepts. It's just all about which one you just want to define it with.
So I respect that. So speaking of food, right? I want to add one more question. Another one. So you got the Caribbean, South African flavors with the Scotch bonnet peppers and the allspice. You got the Asian flavors from the Chinese, Japanese, and Thai food with the soy sauce, the sesame oil, and the umami. You got the French Italian with the cuisine with the
You're doing some
pastas
research.
and the bechamels, right? I'm just saying, like, what's your favorite type of food? Like, you feel like what like what's your go
Ooh.
to?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a pasta guy. You know, man. They call me
you like
pasta boy. I really like making pasta, bro.
Oh, you like the pasta?
it's fun.
You like the Italian?
You
Huh?
know
You
what I
like
mean?
that?
Get out of
You
here.
like that? All right. You
You know
heard
what I'm
that?
saying? Like
You get the
I don't know.
pasta.
It's between Italian cuisine and I don't know. It's hard, bro, because like the business that I'm creating right now slash already is created, but it's still in the works. It's called Elevated Fusions,
Mm.
right? And that name means fusion. Fusion means you can take Italian and Southern, you can take
Yeah.
Mexican and Asian, and we're fusing those
Yeah.
flavors together to
Yeah.
make something great,
I
right?
forgot the Mexican and Mexicans. They're great. I love the
You know
song.
what I'm
I
saying?
love their food.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I love Mexican food for sure.
Yeah.
But it's like I love all those things. So a lot of times, like even when I'm at home making food for myself, I fuse those things.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So Elevated Fusion is a name that I came up with a while ago, and I just thought it really fit how I cook.
Mm.
You know.
That's when you end up with like a jerk chicken quesadilla.
You know what I mean? And that's been made before.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
it shall come back out again soon.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, like being able to take one culture and mix it with another culture and be able to enjoy it,
Yeah.
right, and appreciate those flavors together
Mm-hmm.
is a whole different world.
Exactly. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope.
And to be able to let other people appreciate it and something they've never had before, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like you can really change people's life with food, bro. Like you can literally kill somebody, or you can keep them coming back and
So you
live their everyday life.
you're going with the Italian. You go with the Italian. All right, I respect.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, why not? Like
Why not?
Italian's
You
classic, bro.
You can't beat the Italian. I can't lie. In my little cooking, like I've probably tried. I've made a lasagna. I made a vegetable lasagna once.
Okay.
I've made, of course, the Alfredo from scratch.
Yeah,
I've made the Alfredos. I've made the seafood Alfredo. I made a couple of ones.
Yeah.
I've made but if I had to choose, of course, first of all, me shout out to Jamaicans. I'm Jamaican. I grew up on that. You know what I mean? You already know stuff. You know business. You know.
You know what I mean?
But the thing is, if I had to choose, I'd probably go with, if not the Jamaican, I'd go with the Asians.
Oh, all day, yeah.
I'm sorry, the Asians, like
spicy, sweet,
they
salty, umami,
they
like
know what they doing
every
with their
palate.
food, bro. The Asians, I
Every
haven't, whether it's from the Korean fried chicken or whether it's to the pad thai or whatever, or whatever cashews that they were doing with the Thai food, with the fish sauce, with the medium hot, with the shit be
Yeah.
busting. You know what I'm saying? With the
Shout out Side Tie Birmingham.
I'm telling you, or with the Japanese, with the tempura.
sure.
The first time I had tempura, I was like, I don't even know what vegetable this is. I'll just eat. I was like, they could tempura anything, dog. I was like, that tempura is a cheat code.
Man, you
dog.
really
like,
can.
I mean, like, you can tempura damn near anything. You know, so
I ain't seen nobody tempura a chicken leg.
I'm just
Don't
saying,
worry,
they
I'm gonna do
got
it soon.
that, you know what I mean? And I love the first time, only time I ever made salmon, when I went and boiled the salmon. I went an Asian style with the soy sauce and the and I think I used, what I use, soy sauce, like honey something, I forgot. It was something good, ginger something. It was good. It was good though. It was good.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like the Asian flavors with those seafood dishes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They really know what they do
Yeah,
with the
because seafood already has that flavor. When you like add things to it, it really
a
brings
lot of
more
times
out
when I go seafood, I like to go Asian when I go seafood as far as cooking style. You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
that.
To a degree, because I feel like their flavor profile really does good with that, because that's their bag. That's what they be doing.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So I do fuck with the Asians. I haven't found a variation. You know what I mean? I haven't tried Vietnamese. Oh wait, is pho Vietnamese?
Yeah.
I fuck with pho.
Pho.
I fuck with pho. I had that.
Shout out Pho Lucky,
I've been
downtown Detroit.
Yeah,
Pop
right.
out.
So even like I said, the Asians, they know what they doing, and I haven't ran into one of the variations that I don't like. You know what I mean? But yeah. So if you started your own restaurant today, what would it be like?
Super Swan, yeah.
Super what?
Super Swan, yeah. You know
Okay.
what that word means?
Yeah, Swan. All right. Okay.
You know what that word means? It means at the highest level possible.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
It would be at the highest level possible.
Highest level
Facts.
possible. You want
straight
top of
100
the line
all day. Man, I didn't learn from a lot of the best out here in Detroit, bro. I didn't work with some of the best out here, and it's like I'm 23 and I didn't got to where I've gotten now because I really worked my butt off, and I listened and I took the knowledge and I applied it to myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's all you really have to do. Like, and I'm still doing that. Like, it's nonstop. And something I take away from one of my Chef Miles, shout out Chef Miles. He told me on my last day before I left, man, nice. He said, the day you stop learning is basically the day your career ends.
Yeah.
It's over with. Because then you just think you know everything. You think you can't upgrade yourself any more than you already have been. Like, it's gonna be a lot harder for you to learn from other people if you feel like you've done it all.
Yeah.
So I take that everywhere I go. I tell other people that, and that's why I am the way I am in the kitchen. That's why like I feel like I get a lot of following in the kitchen is because like I know I'm good. I know I'm one of the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know how I move.
Yeah.
And other people tell me, so it's like I don't even have to like brag about it. Like people come up to me like, "Yo, you did a really good job. I seen you doing blah blah blah." And it's like the people who are really good, the people who really stand on business for real, don't have to say nothing.
Yeah.
What's understood ain't got to be explained.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you walk in there, you put your head down, you keep working every day, and you help other people grow. And that's it. That's what a real leader does.
Yeah.
Especially in the kitchen. Because there's a lot of people in the kitchen who don't know what they're doing. They come to the kitchen for the money, for the just the. I feel like some people work at Mad Nice just because they want to be like, oh, I work at Mad Nice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just to feel
they're not there because this is really their craft. This is really their passion. This is what
Yeah.
they really do.
Yeah.
And what they want to keep doing for the rest of their life. You know?
Yeah.
And make it like something they can like take care of their kids off of. This is what this is for me.
Or at the very least to me, because it's like my thing is this, like I know when we work in there, no doubt, they have way better techniques than me. They know that the knife game I be seeing they fucking ninjas, bro. I'm still be afraid, like I ain't about to lose a finger over nothing though. Y'all niggas be shepherd. I see y'all. You know what I mean? But the one thing I say is I try to take care with the dish. Like only thing I got is listen, I'm gonna make this dish good. I'm gonna make sure that I know it tastes good. I know it's a good dish. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do that fast as possible. You know what I mean? So it's like I've seen people that should be way better at making a dish taste better than me. But the fact is, they don't care. They don't care to apply that superior cooking ability, that superior experience, that superior knife cutting. They don't want to cut the men up like I cut it up. They don't want to do. They don't want to taste it. They don't want to get this. They don't. Even though they could be better than me, they have maybe take me on, but they just don't care.
And that's the flat
and
difference.
That's where I beat them at. Be that I care. It's just to try to make it. Y'all don't give a fuck, and that's where you fail at. You know what I mean? You just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? You're a better cook than me. Guarantee. When you care, but you don't. So you know.
So your food gonna take just gonna taste that much worse than mine, just because I give that.
Just because,
that much more care.
That's all I got. That's all I got. Is I'm gonna give a fuck.
And that's the whole ordeal about it. Like we're in hospitality.
Yeah,
you're caring for somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like if you don't like people, or like you don't like take care of people, or you don't like catering to people, this industry, it might not be for you.
What made me do that is because I work hard. I work hard a lot. I work hard for my money. And when I seen the price of some of these dishes that I'm making here, I was like,
you like, dang, these people spending a lot of money. Like,
I'm like, dog, I know it's my job. I know I'm tired, but like someone paying like money for this dish, right?
$30 for a salad.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me go ahead and make sure it feel like that.
This salad better be $30 because you know if it ain't $30 for real, like
a lot of times
gonna have a problem.
A lot of times that be why some of my reluctance to take on certain responsibilities. Because with one person will be like, "Oh, I'll plate. I don't care. I'll do it like that." Now I'll be plating, but my plates be looking good. But the reason why I was more afraid to take it on is because I'm not gonna plate a dish and just fuck around and not give a fuck. You know I'm plating like, all right, I gotta fucking make it look like it costs $35. Like it look like it's supposed to. You know, I'm gonna make the salad a little pile, make it look. You know, make it look how it's supposed to look like something. Give it a little volume. You know what I mean?
Everything's soigné, bro.
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean?
Come on,
because presentation matters. They say eat with your eyes first.
And it's crazy because, bro, at Prime, like, we just got a steak in, right? It's a Wagyu, 16 ounces. So that's probably like about that thick. $550. You know what I mean? $550. Crazy, right? But this is the thing.
Imagine cooking that much. You gotta cook.
Like the pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for some people, like, who do this on a regular basis, like me and a couple people, I can name a couple of people right now. Me and a couple of people who could cook that steak with no ease, you know?
Yeah.
And we'll be all right. You know, but there's some people that be.
My heart started. You
be over there sweating like, all right, I gotta make sure it's perfect because chef gonna yell me if it ain't right. You know? So it's like, when you at those type of restaurants, you really gotta take pride in what you're doing. Because these people are paying like crazy amounts. Like you should talk to some of the servers from there and like how much these checks be. You know what I mean? Like they got regulars who come in there and they spending $20,000 a year on that restaurant.
That's crazy.
Like these people come in, they get bumped to the top of the list before everybody else. Like I made my reservation probably 2 weeks ago on the Thursday for 7:00, and this dude who spent $20,000 a year plus some that came in and he took my spot. You know what I mean? Like it's one of them restaurants. Like if you spending money, You first priority.
Wow.
But like that's what it is. Like
that's crazy.
Money make the world go round, bro.
That's crazy. All right. You know what I mean? Just top of the line. If it makes the rest of it. So let me see. Like what? Because I've fantasized about it. You know what I mean? And I see Miles be doing. They do this thing where they change the dishes out. You know what I mean?
What you mean?
Like like seasonal type dishes. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, because you got to keep the food updated.
You know, but there's some dishes that don't change. You know what I mean?
Those are the ones that sell the most and make the most money.
You
Straight up.
think
Straight
that's
up.
why? You think
No,
that's why?
that's I don't think that's why. Look, so the way a menu works, like you create dishes, you create appetizers, you create entrees, and you create side dishes, right? So once you create this menu, you put it out and you see how the people react to it. Whatever orders the most, that's the dish you keep. That's the money maker. Straight up. For instance, the little gem salad on the menu.
Yeah, the little gem from outside.
Is it ever gonna leave?
Yeah.
No. Why? That's the most ordered salad.
Yeah,
there.
I'm telling you.
I promise you.
Yeah.
If you ask Miles tomorrow, I was like, "Hey, can I get a list of
He
ordered
puts
to
up
least ordered?"
sometimes. The
You know what I mean?
Little gem is up there. It is.
Okay, then. You know what I mean? It's flat out. It's very simple. That one makes the most money. We're not gonna change it.
Yeah,
We're not changing nothing because why? People who ordered the most means that's the salad they like the most, and that means that they're gonna tell other people like, "Hey, I got this salad and it was so good. You should get it when you come in."
Yeah.
So that next person that come in is gonna order that same salad.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's with a couple other dishes like the cacio pepe.
Yeah.
Never gonna change.
No.
Ever.
No.
Why? It's a classic dish for one,
What?
and two, it's good.
Yeah.
And people is not gonna stop ordering it.
Nah.
The rigatoni.
Nah, the rigatoni.
Come on,
I don't think they're gonna stop making that rigatoni. That rigatoni,
you know what I mean? And the recipe is really good.
Mad money off that rigatoni.
The recipe is fire.
Yeah.
Is it ever gonna change? No. Why? Because it sells crazily. Bro, on the weekend we probably
they're never gonna not have that gelato. That gelato always gonna be there. They're not gonna not have that gelato.
And that's the point I'm trying to make. Anything that sells a lot, they're not gonna try to change it because once they change it, then you're gonna have a big influx of people who are gonna be like, "What happened to the rigatoni? Why'd you take this off?"
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because people come in for that specific reason. People come in with intention. They come in and it's like, okay, I'm gonna get pasta, I'm gonna get pizza, and I'm gonna get some dessert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From me being there for 8-9 months and opening that spot, that's what they come in for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight up.
I'm probably coming for that fish. I'm coming for that steak.
And I come in for the fish every time.
That fish.
Not gonna lie.
That fish.
I'm a fish boy though. So
that fish always. I've
man.
never. Oh,
hey, if you ever go to Mad Nice, get a rigatoni, get the trout / bronzino if you're a bronzino person, if you're not bronzino, and get a pizza. All day.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, the crust on that pizza is the closest I've gotten to New York. It's not a crust.
It's called a cornichon.
That. Oh my God! I'm just saying that the little air pockets in it, the way it's like still thin but still fluffy and flake, like that is New York pizza crust. I'm telling you,
that's the power of sourdough, bro.
Except that it don't.
So that means y'all must use sourdough in New York. Then that got to be because that's the only way that can happen.
I don't know.
It's a sourdough starter.
If you eat New York City, they say it's the tap water. They say the tap water give it the
cap. They using sourdough.
Nah, they say the tap water in New York City different. That shit hit different.
If it is, I'm scared of New York.
Shout
out New York though. I'll love you out. I'm scared of that water.
Can you pass me the bottle, please? Let me get a little more, man. Shout out Avion. Shout out Avion, man. We get us a little bit. Next one for you was how has becoming a father changed?
A lot. A lot of responsibility, man. I would say like just picture a regular day for me. Like I'm sorry, not a regular day, a regular week. Where like so I work Tuesday through Saturday, right? And I'm getting to work between 9 and 11, depending on what's happening. I'm getting to work between 9 and 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right? We close Tuesday through Thursday, we close at 10. Friday, Saturday, we close at 11. Right? So I'm working probably like 12 to 13 hours each day I work. And then I'm probably closing
12 to 13 hours?
And I'm closing 90% of the time. Okay. Well, 15, I guess. If you want, if we gonna keep it 100, maybe I'm lowballing myself.
All right.
So I'm working about maybe 12 to 15 hours per day, depending on what's going on. I'm closing, which means like I'm the last one to probably leave. I'm checking everybody out.
But at 9, 10 a.m., don't you got to be one of the first ones in prep? I got to show you got AM prep maybe.
Well, yeah, the prep is there. Pastry is.
But still, that's
we
way
have
before
bulk,
dinner,
bulk
so.
prep pastry, so they're there. And usually, like my chef is there, but some days I beat him there. Some days, and I'm there the rest of the day. And then, so like, picture a Saturday night for me. Like, I get there, maybe 10, 10:30. I'm there till close. We close at 11. Maybe we're probably not done cooking though until 12. You know me, because it's one of those restaurants where like
it'd be a soft.
If somebody walk in, they're gonna take them. We're gonna feed them.
Damn.
No problem with that. But it's like now I got my cooks yelling at me like, "Yo, I want to go home. I'm tired. I've been busting my butt for the past 8-9 hours straight.
Yeah, the night's over now. We
Saturdays
close at
are busy,
midnight,
man.
11 p.m. is done.
And I feel like in the restaurant industry, that's where I feel like the disrespect comes in. Like I don't want to say it in a way like I feel like you're being disrespectful towards me, but like in a way, that's how some of the cooks feel. Like y'all know we back here hot, sweating, and like whatever happened to last call, And for everybody out there, if you don't know what last call means, that means the last you have a 15-minute period to put an order in or put whatever you want in before we are done cooking for the night. And that's it.
That's it.
Now, a lot of people who don't have restaurant etiquette don't know what that even is or don't know what a closing time is. Now, I'm not throwing no shade. If the shoe fit, wear it. But those people who come in at 9:58 and we close at 10, I despise you.
Yeah.
I despise you because I'm tired. You don't even know what time I got there. I got people complaining who've been there 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours after I didn't got there.
Yeah.
And got the nerve to come telling me, "Oh, I'm tired, Chef. I want to go home, Chef." Yeah. It's like, man, me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the part of the kitchen when you get in management is hard because now you're taking on a lot more weight than you was as the line cook.
So
whole lot more weight.
So does that make it harder?
And look,
does that make it harder to deal with dealing with your kids?
Exactly, and that's the point I'm getting to. Like Saturday night, I'm getting home 2 a.m. I get up and get my kid at 7 a.m. because his mother goes to work 8 a.m. in the morning, so I have to get up on time to make sure I get him. So how much sleep am I getting?
Yeah.
After working for 15 hours straight, and I get probably 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And I'm doing that 2 days in a row. And my kid is 1. He is very active.
Yeah.
Super active. Like right now, he's walking around, he's running around, he getting into stuff. He's on his way to talking.
If his energy is anything like how your energy is, you are in for
it. Definitely is. I'm in it, bro. I'm down bad. I'm down bad, bro.
Yeah.
It's rap. Like he's just like me.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing, bro. Like I love my kids so much.
I'm sure you do. Another because I had so Elon Musk has said this, and a couple people feel like this. I haven't had any kids yet, so I wonder about it. But they all claim that having kids makes you happier.
Now, if I'm being honest, when I'm with my kid, I'm super happy. I'm ecstatic. Like I have to do anything else but focus on him. He gets all my attention. I wouldn't say it makes you happier. It definitely gives you a little bit more stress because you have more of a responsibility, like aside from your job. And if you're a manager, you're already taking care of people, right? Your job is to be responsible for people.
Yeah.
So I'm already responsible for somebody like legally for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it's like, I mean, I don't know if I can agree with that statement, honestly. Like, I wouldn't say I'm happier, if I'm being honest. Like, I was very happy when he was born. I was happy that he's in my life. But just right now in my life,
it's first because it's still
it's just kind of a stress. And for being this young and taking on this responsibility, it's just kind of stressful right now.
Yeah, it's stressful. I don't blame you.
Still, I'm still working out the kinks and balancing my at home life and work balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure that out. So right now it's just
I feel you hard on that. I feel you on that because it's like on one hand, that's the reason why I could push as hard as I do is because it's just me. I don't have any real responsibility to anybody else. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when I get home, I could just
You just do you.
I could just take a shower and go to bed, eat something,
And I
just
miss that.
clean up a little bit, just. And there's no rush for me to get home necessarily, unless it's for me to get sleep to do something like for productivity reasons. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
other than that, like there's like I get to make my own schedule pretty much. Like I put a lot on my plate, but because there's nothing else coming to put something on my plate, it's not a random, you know, diaper or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Man,
so
like you wouldn't even know, like, and it's crazy because like my kid is very energetic right now, and he's so full of life, like, he's so sweet,
but it's so. But I'm
and
telling you, you don't feel happy. I want a
and it, and
son so bad, bro.
it,
You
and
don't know
look,
how
the
bad
thing
I
is,
want a
bro,
son.
I wanted a girl, bro.
You wanted a
I
girl more?
wanted a girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't
Wow.
know. I wanted that daddy daughter interaction, but God gave me a boy,
I
and I
wanted a
appreciate
boy
it
so
because
bad.
he's so much like me, bro. Like every day, like I'm watching him. We go outside, we take walks, and we just be enjoying each other. And I just see my personality like building up more in
Yeah,
him each day I see him.
yeah.
And the crazy part is I only see my son 2 days a week. That's it.
Because you work,
Because I work so much.
Yeah, yeah.
And like
To really get to chill with him.
I'm trying to get to a point where I don't have to work so much. So I can spend more time with my family in general.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like currently right now, I'm staying with my peoples because I've lived with my family my whole life, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's weird when we not together.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It don't feel right. So me and my family are currently still all together for the most part.
Yeah.
And I like it that way.
Yeah.
Some people,
it's safer that way.
some people have different situations with their family, and me and my family, like,
I get along.
we like being
God,
together.
God forbid we get along.
You know, like we like being together.
Yeah, right.
That's the type of family we
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
And I just really want to get to a point in my life where like I don't feel like I'm killing myself when I'm at work. You know?
Yeah.
And working in the kitchen is a very like physical heavy job. Like it's a lot of pressure on your body. Like in the way I move in the kitchen, like you know the way I move in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's a lot of work.
I'm moving my ass.
Kitchen work is
I'm
different,
moving my
bro.
ass
Kitchen work
all
is
night.
different. I gotta tell you, it's the pace that because you can't take a. There's no
Ain't no breaks.
I worked in assembly line. You know what I mean? I've worked. Is I
Zero.
don't know the dog walker. I worked at different positions in the restaurant. But when you got them tickets coming in. You know what I mean? And you got a full rail of tickets, and you got because there's nothing like
It's
it.
on
Really.
and popping.
You gotta get
It's
them
on and popping.
You gotta get shit going, and then when you think you got track of everything, you know what you hear? Little gem on the fly. We need this on the fly. We need this on the fly. I be like, oh,
refire.
Word, oh word, oh, bring this to the wrong table. Oh, this is word.
And look, for everybody who don't know this code that we talking in,
I'm telling you,
on the fly means a server fucked up and they need to get their shit in order.
Yeah,
right. And they need that right now.
Right.
Refire means the customer probably didn't like it. Someone got ran to the wrong table.
Yeah.
So now we got to remake that same salad that we already made for that ticket. That's already gone again. On top of all the other salads that's behind what we already got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people don't get the kitchen life, bro. Like, it's very stressful. I'm busting my butt though, especially people who are good in the kitchen and like who know what they doing and know how to keep up with tickets and keeping up with ticket times and busting shit out in 5-6 minutes. You know, this is the thing that y'all gotta understand. Like when things happen, when your food come out and it's not right, like you gotta understand we putting our best foot forward.
We trying
the whole entire day because if we don't, we got somebody else who already hold us accountable for that.
Yep.
Aside from you, in your judgment. My chef is right there in my face telling me what I'm doing wrong the whole entire time if I'm not doing shit right.
100%.
You know what I mean? So it's like I already got the pressure of another grown man yelling at me in my face.
Yeah.
And then I got the pressure of all these tickets on me.
Yeah.
And I'm working with people who might not be as good as me. And I work with people who are good as me and maybe not keeping up. And you know, like it depends on what station you want or people like it's a lot of like demographics, it's a lot of like variables that go into being in the kitchen, bro. Like that people don't really get. If you really deep in the industry.
Sometimes a prep team might have fucked you up.
You know what I mean? Like not prepping nothing. Now I gotta prep everything while I'm doing tickets.
Yeah, and then some nights you get no rest because even when you not dealing with tickets, you so behind on prep
that you prepping while we in the service.
You know you need to prep as soon as these tickets stop. You need to start prepping,
which is a no.
when the new tickets come, you even more fucked. So there's
Dude.
some nights where you just and when them tickets is coming, it could be like an hour and a half, 2 hours where you
Man.
can't move. You locked
Nowhere.
in.
Right
You
there.
ticket, order, next
All
one,
the way
next one,
through.
next one, next one, next one. You
Ain't
know
no,
what I mean?
ain't no. I'm about to go smoke a
Yeah,
cig and come back in. You're done.
You be trapped for like sometimes for them blocks, them dinner hours, some of them.
Yeah,
I know how it feel,
Yeah,
dog.
bro.
And I'd be like, damn, bro, this is.
and that's the real grind though. Like being in kitchen, bro. Like you gotta know like how to discipline yourself and really stand there, get them orders done, make that food the best you can make it.
Yeah,
And then after you're done, close your whole station, go home and come back and do it again. tomorrow.
exactly. I can come back and do it again.
And that's it.
You can't do it again.
With a smile on your face, have your energy drink,
That's hard.
eat
to
your
do.
food while you
Yeah,
prepping.
right,
Like,
right,
bro,
right.
you could ask anybody who cooks in the kitchen, like full time on the line, how much do we eat on a daily basis? I'm not talking about snacking. I'm not talking about like, oh, it's a fry in the bowl. I'm gonna eat this fry. I'm talking about ask any chef / cook who cook in the kitchen, how much do we eat? Are we eating 3 meals a day? Now my boy Carl, he been eating, so
Listen,
you know,
man,
before he got here, you know what I'm saying? Bro was already full.
I'm telling you, I eat more than that shit, but you know,
Carl not the average cook. Carl gonna take a break and eat that shit.
I could do 45 push-ups though. I could lift up this belly, all right? 45 straight, all right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it's the truth, you know what I mean? But yeah, so the kitchen life is crazy, man. It's all right.
Very
all right.
crazy.
So next question I have here for you. It's a different one.
Okay.
Do you love America?
Bro, I say this all the time. If I can move out of the country and live out of the country, bro, depending on where I go, I would do it right now.
You know, so you're not feeling America?
I ain't been feeling America since COVID. Facts. Because I've been knew something was off. I've been knew something was wrong. I've been knew it wasn't like it's not how it's supposed to be since COVID happened, bro. And I'm standing on that. Like, bro, once I get my chance to live out of country, I'm doing it, bro. Because one, once you grow up somewhere, you're usually there for a long time before you actually move in the first place.
Yeah.
And then you get used to the standards, and then you get used to the lies that people tell you, and let's just be real, the government and what they tell you. So it's like, why don't I go find out for myself?
Yeah.
Why don't I go find out what's really going on? Because if I don't, I'm never gonna know.
Well,
It's only gonna be word of mouth.
You gotta travel. You gotta see what's out there.
Facts,
Sure.
but bro, like,
where would you live? Where would you live? If it wasn't America, where would you? Where's your first inclination?
Because there's a lot of places that I want to go right now that I would live at. Like
lately,
I've been talking about Thailand crazy lately because I really go to Thailand because it's super cheap. It's houses out there you can get that come furnished with a bed, a couch, a TV, and it's cheap.
It will come with a bodyguard.
And then the food. Hey, I wish. And the food out there, bro, like the culture of the food is crazy because it's so cheap, but you get like top service food from them out there
because of the freshness, how close they are to the food
and
source.
like they get direct contact with all the ingredients and products. So like that's what make it cheap. Like, bro, excuse me, a lot of these restaurants out here, bro, they do not even have to charge what they charge for real because we getting like cheap ingredients, bro, like super cheap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so they're charging $30 for a salad, but they really only pay like $1 for that lettuce.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They ain't pay that much for that lettuce. For real.
So it's like going out there and like getting reasonable prices and eating like the real culture of food will be dope. Then when you hear and you get a lot of processed shit and you're not getting like that real authentic, because America's made up of like a million different cultures of food.
Yeah.
And a lot of them aren't the real cultures unless it was made here already.
You're right about, but yeah, because that's
like you can go to an African food truck. It's one right now. It's called what is that food truck called? It's off of Livernois. Shout out to them. No shade to them, but like, y'all not from Africa? That company is not from Africa.
Talk about Yum.
Yeah, something like that. Yum Village.
Yeah, them.
That is not.
I don't know you talk about them. How do I know?
That is not an authentic brand from like Zimbabwe or any region of Africa. That is an American made brand that just had their own recipe on fufu and egusi soup and all this other shit. It ain't the real stuff.
They had a jerk chicken, and I'm always judging jerk chicken because I've had the best.
You ate there before?
I've had they came to like the dispo I be going to and had a thing outside. So I was like, fuck it. I gave the little jerk chicken a try. You know what I mean? And like it was alright. You know what I mean? It was alright, but it's still not. It was more. It had that African feel to it. It wasn't exactly Jamaican jerk chicken. It was a little bit different. You know what I mean? It wasn't exactly, you know, and the rice. It's kind of sus,
The
but
jollof rice.
yeah.
That bullshit. They ain't making it real shit, man.
But look, but they try. I remember what the funniest thing I ever seen was there was this guy named the Rod. He was used to be on Woodward. They took his story, moved somewhere else, whatever. Um, he's the first time I ever heard of an American Rasta. Like he had dreads. You know what I mean? He was like a Rastafarian, but like he was like from Detroit.
Shout out, man! I'm from the D, brother.
I'm Jamaican, and I know real Rastafarian. I'm not saying he's not real, but I don't know how to feel about it because Rastafarian is like a religion, but at the same time, it's like I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I just never think like, yo, there's Americans with dreads that want to be Rastafarians for real.
You might as well move to Jamaica, bro. At that point, like, why you here?
I'm like,
you wasting your time.
He had like the colors on, the red and the green.
For real,
you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about it, man. I'm like, on one hand, it's like, it's okay, but I don't know. Somebody just seems off. Somebody, an American, like a Detroit Rastafarian. Like, what up, though? Yeah, man.
Like, I'm from the American lands.
It should sound like something out of an episode of the Boondocks.
With my brothers. Crazy. I should be there one day with that.
Oh man. Hang on. So
shout out to bro.
That shit funny.
We gonna fund bro a ticket to Jamaica so he can go be with his people.
So one other thing I wanted to get to on the food topic, just because I'll give Detroit this. I do like Detroit pizza with the deep dish with the because I like the crust. Like the crust, so I like how to be crunchy. You know what I mean? And I like that it's still pizza because I haven't had Chicago style pizza yet. But all the pictures that I see,
you haven't had Chicago style pizza, bro?
Nah.
Oh my god!
It looked like I'm gonna go there eventually. I know it's right there. I know.
What's the place called? Go to Pizza Popular.
What's it called?
Pizza Popular.
Pizza Popular.
Pizza Popular.
Pizza Popular.
That is a Detroit staple that serves Chicago style pizza, bro. And the only difference with Chicago style pizza is that the sauce is on top and everything else is basically.
I ain't gonna say the only difference. That shit is a pizza pie, bro.
It's a pizza pie, but it's built backwards. That's why it's so much thicker.
And the
because the cheese and the toppings is inside and the sauce is on top.
When I look at it, it's just like this is not pizza.
It's amazing. I ain't gonna lie. And then they got that nice thick crust. So it's almost like a puff pastry. It's real flaky, like a biscuit almost. Like
I gotta see what it is. I gotta see what it's about. Well, because the question it had here: who has the best pizza in Detroit right now? It's trying to say between like Happy's doesn't stand. But it's saying the Domino's or Jets. Probably would be Jets. Probably.
I ain't gonna lie, Jets.
Yeah,
Jets one of my favorites.
I was gonna say Jets. Like, I don't know. Jets,
why I'm lying. Jets is always gonna be one of the favorites. You hear me?
I mean, I've had Buddies. I've had a couple other ones.
Buddies is fire though.
Buddies is fire.
Buddies is very good. Butter is. I would say Buddies would be like second.
Yeah, but Buddies is.
Jets is just my first love. High school. High school. You order Jets with the DoorDash.
Buddies, all right. But Buddies is number one.
That's fine. Buddies number one, but Jets is number one in the heart.
Yeah, man, just because of consistency and how often I get it, and that like
it's always
going to hit, and then that flavor be there.
Then the ranch, don't get shout out Jets, just sponsor me right now. Just give me the ranch recipe.
Although I feel like the dough,
just give me the ranch recipe because
I feel like Little Caesars dough tastes better somehow. You know what I mean? The dough, just the
Little
dough.
Caesars,
just the dough
is very inconsistent.
Just the dough. All right.
Hold on, girl. I gotta tell people this right quick. Little Caesars, unfortunately, is very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Little Caesars, they hold their pizza hot. They pre-make pizzas. That's unacceptable.
Not even just that.
Like the $5 pizzas that y'all get,
mm-hmm.
They're pre-made. They're sitting in a warmer.
Not just pre-made.
For how long do you know they're sitting in there?
Do you know anyone that used to work at Little Caesars?
I don't, but
I know someone.
I'm a very observant person.
You
when
know
you
what
work
they
in the kitchen, you just get observant. You watching this shit like.
You know what they told me that you're not supposed to tell people. They told me you're not supposed to tell people. They told me this. I'm a snitch. I never worked at Little Caesars. Can't get mad at me, right? But I know they told me that those hot and readies are made by a machine. There's a machine that like makes those hot and readies. They can't.
See what I'm
They can't
saying?
make the alteration different pieces, but those hot and ready is like a machine back there.
That's why they always
that,
got
like,
15 pepperonis on
yeah,
it every time.
yeah. There's a machine
I
that
want
like
20 pepperonis.
trying to fuck the game.
You feel
There's
what I'm
a
saying?
machine
Like,
back there, and they trying to make a machine. Believe me, if they don't think they're working on a
man,
machine pizza thing that can make all the different pizza ones, so little see, but so they're making a machine that makes that shit back
and
there.
that's
You
why
know
it
what I
be
mean?
some BS because like food is made
You know, that
has to
human
be made with
touch.
love and care, bro. Straight up, food gotta be made with love and care, and it gotta be made with the energy and the intent. Because if not, it's not gonna taste the same. You can taste the difference between somebody who took time to make that food and was probably happy and dancing and probably playing music,
Yep.
and then you can tell there's be somebody who made the food and was probably angry and
Yep.
upset and was like, "Fuck this, I'm gonna just put this together."
Mad
You can
they
tell the
get a
difference.
raise, you know what I mean? Or maybe it was about to close. They're mad you here.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Or
You can tell the difference, bro. It's a very distinct difference.
their girlfriend cheated on them. You know what I mean? It'd be different.
Like it just got that much less salt. Like the chicken ain't really, you feel me, seared
Yeah.
like that, and ain't got that color on you want on it.
It
You know,
ain't
and it's
got it.
like that's what's gonna make or break the dish.
Yeah, for real.
That much more care.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna toss it to Charles real quick. If his fucking intro music will work. Charles,
Hey,
are you there?
man.
Charles, please come in, Charles.
Oh, we have to talk to Charles.
Hold on. Sorry, I gotta cut that real quick because I gotta see if the applause is gonna work now. No applause still.
Dang. Why the applause acting crazy?
There's nothing even there. I ain't even programmed nothing.
Music
Oh yeah, that's story time. Yeah. But no, where's my applause, dog? That's crazy. My bad. I'm just mad at
The
this thing
applause
for
and
not.
disappeared.
I'm just mad at it for like acting crazy. But anyway, Charles, are you there, Charles? Please come in, Charles. Charles.
We'll
Charles.
make our own applause.
Oi, Charles here with the news and the headlines. You know what I mean? To keep you lot informed of what's going on in the world and all that. You get me? You know what I mean? So I got the headlines here for you lot. Here we are. First one up here.
Fuck, bro.
Sorry, man. Sorry about that. I had to reach. Yeah, man. First one up here. Jason Kelsey retires. So we have here the New York Post to present the story here to you lot. Here you go. Enjoy. One moment here. Sorry. No, don't want that. Sorry about that.
Jason Kelsey, the veteran Eagles center, announced his retirement from the NFL after a remarkable 13-season career, all spent with the Philadelphia team. His decision, shared emotionally during a press conference on Monday, marks the end of an era. Known for his dedication and skill, Kelsey, who's 36, leaves behind a legacy that includes 6 All-Pro selections, 7 Pro Bowls, and memorable moments such as winning the 2018 Super Bowl. Kelsey's retirement speculation heightened after the Eagles' disappointing playoff exit in January, following a challenging season. Despite the uncertainties, his younger brother Travis, a Chiefs tight end, hinted at the possibility of Jason continuing to play football. However, Kelsey's decision to retire was met with support from his family, including his wife Kylie, as he reflected on the toll the game has taken on his body. The legacy of Jason Kelsey, both on and off the field, will be remembered fondly by Eagles fans and NFL enthusiasts alike.
And here is him actually a bit of him at the press conference. You know what I mean? Announcing his retirement.
So this all brings us here to today, where I announce that I am retiring. Where I announce I'm retiring from the NFL after 13 seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles. And today, I must admit, I am officially overrated.
Shout out to the man's forever humble, you know what I mean, bowing out. We appreciate your many times you bashed your head for a game that we all enjoy and love to watch, you know what I mean? So best of luck to you in your retirement, sir. Thank you for your many years of entertainment and service and all that, you know what I mean? So next story up over we have here is Haiti is in a state of emergency following a significant prison breaks over the weekend, where armed gangs attacked 2 of the nation's largest prisons, leading to an escape of thousands of inmates. The outbreak incident occurred in the National Penitentiary in Port-au-Prince, and another national facility, Corroc's Banquets. You know what I mean? The National Penitentiary alone reported nearly all of its 4,000 inmates missing. Aaron Aremi, a Haitian lawyer, head of collective lawyers for the defense of human rights in Haiti, shared that a total of 3,597 prisoners had escaped the national penitentiary. So if you're in Haiti right now, this it's not a good place to be right now, brother. If you were going there for vacation, perhaps don't, because all the criminals are on the loose running across the fucking place, bro. That's ridiculous, man. Next story up here. Um, Biden says, apparently, here we are. President Biden said on Friday that the U.S. will begin airdropping humanitarian relief and supplies into Gaza, speaking a day after Israel forces opened fire as Palestinians tried to get food and supplies in the aid convoy. More than 100 Palestinians were killed and more than 700 were injured on Thursday. And because of that, we feel the need to then drop air supplies to the Gaza people, you know what I mean, so they can get the supplies who were killed trying to get in the first place. I just think there's a bit of mud in the water here because I thought we were supporting Israel, innit? And then Israel doing something that's a little bit not good on the humanitarian side, and then we have to now support the other side. So honestly, man, we're spending money to support both sides of the war. What's happening here? Anyway, just an update what's going on there, Biden. You know, what I mean, doing the best he can, I suppose. Next story up here, last but not least, a victory for democracy, honestly, because you don't want them just deciding that you can't run because we don't like you and we're afraid of what you'll do, so you're not allowed to run to be president. We didn't want that president set. So, in the next story up here, last one, the U.S. Supreme Court has overruled Colorado's decision to ban Donald Trump from his presidential primary ballot, and the end result being that Donald Trump is fully allowed to run for president and be on the ballot, and none of you lot are going to stop it from happening. And that's just the end of it, isn't it? For more information on these headlines, feel free to do your own fucking research. And with that, back to you, Charlie. Thanks, Charles. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Letting us know what's happening out there. There's so much happening out there. You know, it's crazy. So
Charles is very informational.
it's his job to give you out the headlines. You know what I mean? The reason why I came up with Charles is because I always think, because I remember there was a time when I listened to podcasts. Joe Rogan was the only podcast I listened to.
Yeah.
But because he had so many variety of people on there and had so many variety, I was well informed. Even though that was the only podcast I listened to, right? So I was thinking, hypothetically, what if for some reason it's the only podcast you listen to? You know what I mean? Let me put a segment in there so that they can be somewhat aware of what's happening to some degree in the world.
You can cater to
you know
that
what I mean?
clientele.
You know what I mean? So I could offer value to the listener.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
That's
so
the whole
yeah.
point of it.
You know what I mean? So yeah, now we're in the Brambler segment where we always plug. Also, I would like to take a moment, 1 second, to continuously plug the very first promo code that CharlieGtv has. Make sure y'all go to rainydays.org and type in promo code CharlieG for 20% off the merch there. You know what I mean? It is a organization that funds that it gives a lot of its proceeds to mental health. You know what I mean? It's a mental health centered organization. You know what I mean? So it helps people get therapy and different things like that.
Shout
and,
out them. That's a good movement. For sure.
Yeah, so shout out rainydays.org. Remember to use promo code CharlieG when you go over there and get 20% off. You know what I mean? But with that, shout out to Chef J that we have here. Look at his Instagram here, chef.j313. Make sure y'all go follow my homie.
Go follow
You can see the many dishes that we have here and a beautiful headshot, by the way. That shit is.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Shout out Prime Proper.
That shit is killer. That shit is
for the headshot. I love y'all for that one.
Yeah, they did you justice with that one. That's beautiful.
Swear though.
You know what I mean? You can see some of these many beautiful dishes here. You know what I mean? That he has helped create and been a part of. You know what I mean? And you can see the general quality that he's trying to push out here.
Man, you know super soigné food, bro. Always gonna get from me. Elevated Future's coming real soon. Y'all stay tuned. Like super soon. Like I'm talking like next couple of months, we about to drop some stuff so y'all can buy it, y'all can eat it. I want people to start eating stuff, start getting that experience from me.
Yeah.
After we drop the plates, the pop will come soon.
Yeah.
Come in a restaurant, get that really experience. Sit down, eat things on a plate. You know, because end of the day, bro. My goal in the industry is to break the rules.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I don't want to do the same thing. I want to break some of the rules, bend them a little bit, twist them up, and then put it to you on a plate, and then see how you like it.
What are some of these private cooking services that would you do?
Like dinner for two. That's like a big one. You know, people who are married, people who are in relationships.
But if they wanted to have like a date night inside the house,
all day,
but have the all day the cook experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna get that. From Elevated Fusions, you're basically gonna get a restaurant experience wherever you are.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where it is.
Mhm.
That's the guarantee we're giving you. Well, Elevated Fusions is we're gonna give you that restaurant experience in the house, at the banquet hall, at your sister house, wherever. It
Yeah.
don't matter. You're gonna get that super soiree service.
So there's a I haven't done it yet. I might not do it this year. Maybe I'll start it next year. But this building that we're in has some spaces that allow for me to rent for like event spaces, kind of.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to have like a yearly party or a yearly get together here, because we're also very close to downtown Detroit.
Facts.
So if I wanted to have a little pregame here with some food, a little party here, you know what I mean, and then after party, we maybe pick a club downtown. We all go through a mile, do have a good time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The annual party type shit. That pregame thing, I know I'm gonna need like good food for that thing. You know what I mean?
You talking to the right person.
So I'm just saying. I'm
talking to the right person. Man.
Of course, I'm always a paying customer, but I also feel like it'll be a great opportunity for like a cross promotion type thing.
Always,
you know what I mean?
yeah, man.
Trying to bring my
look,
my
man, and it's the other thing I
guests.
want to do with my business. Is I want to give back to the community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, if we're doing something that's encouraging the people, and that's like, just doing something that's elevating them and helping them grow, and like helping them have a better experience.
Yeah.
I'm all down, bro.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
So you just let me know.
I
And
know.
all y'all out there, like I said, Chef.J313, follow me on Instagram.
Chef.J, go follow my
Elevated
homie,
Fusions Instagram is coming soon. You can tap into my regular Instagram I just gave you, and you can tap in and put in, reservations for if you want dinner for two, you want catering, whatever. We're doing it all. Let me know.
Make sure y'all go hit up my homie, because this is one of the big reasons why I do what I do. I put my work into the platform. I try to get views for the platform so that the platform itself can be of value to the people that I bring on into the business that they have, to try to drive traffic and business and eyeballs to their business, to their things. So if you truly are in the Metro Detroit area and you're looking for cooking services, listen, my guy is about that life.
For real.
I'm telling you. You know what I mean?
Been about that.
I'm sure if you gave him enough notice and you hit him up and gave him the scope and the game plan of it, he gonna come through and knock it out the goddamn park.
Every time.
You know what I mean? So
every time.
make no mistake about it. Make sure you go follow my home. You know what I mean? With that, you know what I mean? We're gonna move on to Charlie G. You know what I mean? I've been working hard. Like I told y'all that my drone is in repair. You know what I mean? It's on its way back. You know, it's gonna be on its way back. It's gonna be fully repaired for free. So I'm gonna have my drone. I'm gonna start taking different shots over the city.
Watch out for the drone work.
Yeah, I already know.
Coming crazy.
My goal for last month was 100,000 views. You know what I mean, across all the platforms. And y'all already know that I hit that bitch, of course. You know what I mean? I ended last month with 113,000 views. You know what I mean? Across everything here. You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna go for 150,000 this month, but YouTube is playing me, so YouTube's not giving me any more views for whatever reason. Meanwhile, they were the leader for the last 2 months, so I'm gonna have to put more work in on Instagram. You know what I mean, to be able to make up that windfall. You know what I mean, because without them, I only would have had like 81,000. So if it is only 20 extra, 19,000 extra views I gotta get to be able to hit the 100,000 again without YouTube helping me. You know what I mean? So, but y'all already know I'm gonna do. Y'all already know I'm gonna push it out. As soon as my drone get back, I plan to implement a whole lot of drone footage. I've been doing all of this without drone footage. I just started dropping clips of with Virginia. I got another girl coming, and I had another girl come. You know what I mean? So I got more dynamic clips coming for you. I'm having a cannabis lawyer come at the end of the month. You know what I mean? And I'm doing nothing but pushing out the most engaging variety.
Cannabis lawyer is crazy. I'll make sure I tune in that for sure.
Yeah.
I might need one of them.
Yeah. He helps businesses that, like, if you're trying to pursue like a dispensary license or certain things like that.
Yeah,
He's an Indian
together.
guy. That's a legal cannabis lawyer to help you get those licenses and things like that. Set up
Yeah,
legal
that's
dispensaries.
crucial.
So I was gonna have him touch on the legal cannabis game in Detroit and how the license is being dished out, as well as give you many tips to keep you safe during the, because I'm having him at the end of March so that his clips could drop all of April leading up to 420. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So it's just time is the motherfucker. So I'm trying to have it.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
hit all the points. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, man.
yeah, I already know CharlieGtv working hard as hell. My tax return, the second one, is just about to come. I'm spending that whole thing. I'm about to get new audio interface. You see, it's messing up on me today. It's okay. It's on its way out. You know what I mean? I'm about to buy two more mics so that I can have more guests, like the nice lady I have here today that I was unable to add on to the podcast because of my limited capabilities. You
Awesome
know what I mean?
person.
Awesome. You know what I mean? So don't worry, the CharlieGtv brand is forever expanding. You know what I mean? I got a home content creation studio that I'm building up and I'm gonna push out. more content once I get a green screen. I ain't ready for Charlie TV on a green screen. Once I start being able to change my background
We
and
in space with
environments,
it.
and also filming here too. I have a photographer that just a cameraman that I'm thinking I might be able to use to be able to help me film some of my skits and ideas that I have. You know what I mean? Because I got different personality. Like you know how uh Nutty Professor, whatever, like Eddie Murphy had did the thing, you know what I mean? Like if I had an African man talking about the scene, you understand what I mean? I can do that very well, you know what I mean? Not that I am from Wakanda, I am not, but you know, like I was a Nigerian. So I can do that very good. So if I do this as well as have that Jamaican and that speak, you understand? Other people that man that skit and I'm one I cook, you know what I mean? And when I chat to the next man, you understand? And you know that and you know what I mean, the British man as well. You get me? So there's loads of things I could do there, man, but I'm only one man and I have to be in front of the camera doing all the acting and all that and all the skits and all that, and it's hard to be one in front and one in back as well. But no worries, man. You know that I've been doing research on getting the drone to be able to pick up. So apparently, I could use the drone. I could get audio to the drone. Bottom line is this: the drone is going to be my cameraman in the future. It's going to take me a couple minutes to set it up, a couple months to set it up, but the drone can follow me. The drone can float in front of me. The drone will be able to pick up my audio clearly when I use the wireless mic with it, and the drone will be able to move with me, follow me down the block. So like it'll be like my cameraman for real. You know what I mean? I just got to learn it, get to use it, get the drone, like my wireless mic. I got to set up a couple things, but eventually, I'm gonna my skit. Everything's gonna be at a different level. You know what I mean? Believe me, I'm just constantly pushing. You know what I mean? But with that being said, um, yeah, I know how I end every brand with a segment. I end with one of my most recent um brand Wednesdays or one of the ones that's pointing to me, you know what I mean? So I got y'all. Oh, go ahead and play that. You know what I mean? But do I have it here? Do I have it? Yes, I do. All right. 1 second. Please enjoy this written Wednesday where I went hard on this Detroit type beat. You know what I mean? Hold on. Short intermission, but very necessary, very necessary. Now, of course, is the end of the brand with a segment. So what I always say at the end is listen. You listen, I tell you guys to get real estate, invest, start a business, and never give up hope. Because remember, a job stands for just over broke. All right. Now with
Facts.
that, here you go. Welcome to Written Wednesday, a bi-weekly event. You already know, bro. Huh. Thanks for tuning in. You dig? Huh. Just get it. Huh. I know my clothes ain't shit, I know my car ain't shit, my apartment ain't shit, Mr. Watch ain't shit, but your bars ain't shit, and your effort ain't shit, and that catalog you got from 10 years, it ain't shit. I show up like it ain't shit, dance like it ain't shit, can't keep up with the king, cause you really ain't shit. Switching states ain't shit, different cities, same shit, start from scratch and build up like it really ain't shit. Got a number name quick, fucked her cause she ain't shit. Shorty had me mesmerized, she sucked it like it ain't shit. Right before I caught some feelings, remember bitches ain't shit. Pulled up my queens, feel like all these niggas with the shit. Fuss along, they ain't shit. Pulled up like it ain't shit. On guard, bro, I swear you niggas never bout shit. Content like it ain't shit. Reels like it ain't shit. Freestyle Friday every week like it really ain't shit. We soft and I'm hard cause I've been put to the test. I'm on their head tops like a Mitchell and Ness. These shots from the heart go straight to the head. Got 12 on my back like I'm really the best. Look me handling the beef like I was raised by a chef. Did gain 12 inches, but I still feel blessed. You tried to matrix the shot. I came right on the neck, ready for round two quick. Guess I ain't no yet. Shorty body origami, get to bending the legs. Back shots made her hips sound like cracking some eggs. Fucked her while I don't know. She passed out after sex. Treat her good, then I fuck her up like ooga booga booga. Heard shots inside the club like ooga booga booga. JoJo co-star sound like ooga booga booga. When I paid her, I'm finna say it's ooga booga booga. Used to listen to got me hype as ooga booga booga. Used to regular rockin' with me, so I hear rewarding that. Stay focused to stress, I know one day they'll stop ignoring that. Packaging and marketing to make it gon' take more than rap. Algorithms, hella rhythms, get on tracks and more to step. Change it up like Haiti, I'm the new disaster on the map. Whole game snapper, real facts, hidden under cap. Living on Broadway, they gotta keep up the act. Mr. Miami hands, I only touch ass and racks. Charlie. Mr. Miami hands, I only touch ass and racks. Listen, man, shout out to me trying to go hard. Oh man, it's applause not working. Shout out to me trying to go hard like 2 years ago.
Charlie down.
It's ridiculous, you know what I mean? But anyway, man, we in the second half of this bitch, right? So, a couple things before we get up out of here. I had to react to this because shout out to this nigga Drewski. As a guy running a production company, you know what I mean? I have yet to fully put into manifestation my ideas for skits or like almost like short movie type ideas. Like I'm telling y'all, I'm about to be the Spike Lee. There never been a form like me. It's like it's gonna be like Drake with like with Aries Spears with the comedy, and then it's gonna be like the acting because I'm gonna kill with the roles with the different voice, and then with the Spike Lee with the director. I'm telling you, my vision for how I'm gonna have this shit looking cinematic. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? My page is gonna end up being one of the most dynamic pages on Instagram, though. It's gonna be endless entertainment. And the reason why I gotta make it entertaining is because I'm one of the core philosophies behind my content is putting the medicine in the candy. Putting the medicine in the candy. You're gonna come for the comedy, you're gonna come for the girls, you're gonna come for the fun stuff. But I'm gonna make sure I give you food for your soul, food for your food for thought. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure I give you some actual nutrition. You know what I mean? In this dish of content that I serve up to you. You know what I mean? Even though they come for the bullshit. But this nigga Drewski, his show, I didn't even know he was doing. He's funny.
He probably
as
one of the
fuck,
fire,
bro.
like one of
He's
the
funny
best
as
like
fuck, bro.
comedians out there right now. Like
Yeah.
like the youngest ones doing it. If you ask me,
He's
bro, like
killing the game, bro. I
he's
don't
probably
know.
one of my favorite Instagram. Every time I see him, I stop scrolling and I watch what he doing because it's funny.
Yeah, like I want you to react because I just seen this a couple of before just today. Like I was like, this nigga is. I seen a little. Just watch.
We're not a record label that's giving out money, but we giving back to the community. It's about extortion.
Everything got to come through the CEO first.
Right, you got to touch the money
I got
first.
to touch the money. I got to touch it, man.
Could Have Been House is a place for you to grow, to plan for your future.
The label owed me $1,200. The label owed me $1,200.
I give you 15 now. Make it 20.
I don't do this for the money. I said that's so much. I showed my loyalty and I'll never sign with nobody else.
It's not happening.
The CEO, he already know. He know that I'm coming. He know how hard I'm coming. He already know this.
But it ain't about the music, right? It's about talent.
What could have been records, but you gotta stand for something, or you might fall for anything.
I don't think nobody in there got a set of teeth. And when I say a set, like a full set, he gonna have to pick 4 winners to get a full set of teeth.
You listen by Drewski. If he has any problem, y'all will.
I'm just saying,
bro, be going crazy.
This show,
squabble with me.
It's tough love. Like I said, whoopings, right?
But I always gotta be beat out.
Could Have Been Records label. We kind of like your parents. Nobody lives in CEO. Ain't nobody. Bro, I promise you, I'm not even on that. No. I'm telling you, I'm not.
Take that piece off.
Could have been take over the world.
Could have been house. One by one, all y'all niggas got kicked out. This is tradition. Anything goes when you in the audition.
Squabble with.
Anyway, and then you got Snoop Dogg on the thing. All I'm saying is that
he going world
this
class
shit is
with
gonna be
that
funny. This shit is gonna be funny,
Facts.
dog. This shit is gonna be funny. And then him doing the
it's a whole like TV series coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if it's gonna be on the internet or not, but it reminds me of like P. Diddy making a band back in the day with D12 type of shit.
Hopefully less gay.
Yeah. Now it makes you think of that. I ain't even think about that.
I'm just saying though.
What was going on to get on that D12
or
whatever it was?
They were talking about Juicy Gay too. But I hope not.
Drewski?
Man, he was around Diddy too, bro.
For real?
He was promoting the Avion and everything, bro. Just like everybody else was.
Now listen, don't bring the Avion into it. That's Didion. It's the Didion.
Oh, Didion,
Didion,
my bad,
not
my
the
bad.
Avion. The Didion. Leave the Avion out of it.
My bad, Didion.
God damn it.
Shout out Didion. It's probably good. I ain't never tried it.
I've had Didion, and you know I had
Didion be having niggas do some weird shit.
I had to get it out of my collection. I had to get it out. I couldn't let it stay.
Hey,
after the allegations,
I don't feel you. He might pop up like, "Hey, how you doing, man?"
I'm afraid to drink Ciroc.
I just want to cater to you.
I can't do it.
Like you see that one video talking to Meek Mill. He was like, "I love you, Daddy. You doing so good, Big Daddy."
Oh my!
I said, "Yeah."
Wait. You talk about Meek Mill?
Yeah.
I
you
just had
he was in the pool.
Yeah,
talking about some. Yeah, Daddy.
Oh my!
You doing so good, Daddy. I said,
that was P. Diddy saying that,
bro. Come on, his voice is pretty distinctive. Like you can tell.
You lying? That was P. Diddy saying.
Swear down. Swear down.
I know that was P. Diddy recording.
Him and Meek Mill was at his crib. Meek Mill was in the pool. He had the camera showing the other way, and he like, "Yeah, Daddy, I'm so proud of you, Daddy. You doing a good job." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro." Like, and then like I seen that video.
Hold up, wait a minute.
While ago,
y'all thought I was finished.
Hey, like
Nah, I think he finished, bro. I think
Did he not who you think he is, bro? 100.
Nigga, Meek Mill. I expected it from. I knew Diddy was on some weird shit, but Meek Mill.
Hey, bro, all these people is characters in the movie, dog.
Why
For the
is this what it
entertainment.
take to get on for real though? You gotta wear nail polish or be in a pool with a man calling you daddy. Like that's what it take to get on in this game for real.
Bro, my pops is in the music industry, right? And a long time ago, he told me like he was never going like get into no major labels. And he said that for a reason, is because like a lot of them people in the major labels, bro, like they doing some real demonic, like gay and like just weird shit in order for you to like get in higher places and like to get the money and get the like sponsorships and they get all this attention. You have 1 million followers on Instagram and get all the money. Like you got to do certain things, and if you don't do it, you just won't get there, or they'll try to take you out. So like a long time, my pops told me like he gonna do his own thing, just because like it's way better that way. You have all control.
Well, I'm the guy
Nobody
that
can tell you what to do.
They're gonna have to take out because I already done got 100,000 views. January I got like 85,000. February I got 110,000 on my own. I don't need y'all machine, nigga. I'm making my own machine. I'm using AI. You know what I mean? I'm obviously gonna keep growing. Obviously gonna keep getting thousands of views. I'm doing it all on my own, so I do not need y'all for y'all little bum ass machines. Y'all gonna have to come take me out. Y'all gonna have to come take me out. Obviously, is how it's gonna have to work. Because I ain't gonna stop myself,
bro. Only the people who fold and who give in to the temptations, only people who gonna get to those places. The people who real and the people who stand on what they believe in, is the people who gonna really make it farther without all the extra shit.
The one thing I gotta work on, which I didn't have as much trouble with before I was moving like I'm moving now, is I gotta work on turning down pussy. You know what I mean? Or like, you know, I gotta work on that. You know what I mean? Like not just taking the opportunity because I have to work on turning down pussy. You know what I mean? Because that's a weird trend.
Like,
that's a weird
because
thing
look,
that I've had to
look when you in a position.
That's what takes down great men. That's what takes down great men.
When you're in a position of power, bro, girls like that shit. And I don't care. I don't care what women who's talking like. If you see a man in power and he handling business,
yeah,
he might be attractive.
Yeah,
that's what attracts them.
Yeah.
You may not be the cutest person. You may not be
telling you.
most attractive, but the fact that you have power, you have jurisdiction, is what makes him attractive.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you gotta resist that.
And that may not be at work. You just may have that like aura about yourself that they're attracted to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, I just don't want there to be a surviving Charlie G documentary like 10, 15 years from now. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he did those. So like, listen, I had consent. I ain't bothering about that. I be trying. But the fact is, when you look at great men, that's how they get taken down a lot of times as women.
It's women.
That's the only thing they got to talk shit about Martin Luther King.
And that's men's weakness,
all
bro.
That
like,
shit. But he cheated on his wife. Ooh, that's all y'all got.
Hey,
to
all the men out there,
King, man.
To all the men out there, bro. If you pursuing something, you can have a lady. You can have a lady by your side that will help you pursue that dream.
Yeah,
but there's not.
Be like Claretta, like my
you feel me?
Jonathan Majors. Be like Claretta.
but there's not a woman. There's not a lot of women out there who will support you how you want them to.
Yeah. Oh my God. Be like Loretta.
But like, you know, like it's not a lot of women who will be who are out there who will like be by your side and help you pursue your dream, and like really like stand by you and like support you in what you're doing. Because a lot of women only care for themselves and they just want to be there for the benefits.
Yeah.
But there is some woman out there who will support you and who will stand by you and who will like support you with your dreams and will like push you forward and will like give you ideas and like try to make you better aside from just themselves, because that's what a real woman does.
Yeah,
you're dealing with a real man.
She'll help nurture you and like help
you. Know what I mean?
Like, if you going out 100%, she'll help you hit 110, 115%.
Yeah. And like a woman's nature, their nature is to nurture and to care for. Your nature is not to like provide and to not be the worker.
Yeah.
Now look, shout out to all the women who work their ass off and be out there and like even like my son's mom, bro, she worked all through her pregnancy.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I respected that because like that showed like a different strength in women that I've never seen before, where like a woman is in a kitchen where it's labor heavy and very physical heavy, where you lifting heavy things and you gotta stand on your feet for more than 2-3 hours at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a lot of work with having a kid too.
Yeah.
And we worked together actually when she was pregnant.
That's crazy.
And seeing that like was different for me. It was like, damn, like women are strong, bro. Like you can't underestimate that. Women are strong.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like there's a lot of women who overestimate their power, in my opinion, and try to do too much and try to take the role of a man away and doing it themselves, and they call themselves independent.
Yeah.
And at that point, once you get to a point where you feel like you're not independent, then you need the man. Because like, bro, we're all made for a reason.
It's different mental setups, you know what I mean?
You know?
Because
yeah, for sure. Especially how you grew up too.
Is because in my opinion, what I always you just can't deny it. You can say what you want to be PC, but the fact is this: a man makes a lot of money, and he says, "Great, now I could afford to take care of my wife and my family, my people."
Facts.
A woman makes a lot of money, and she says, "Great, now I don't need a man."
Right, like,
that's the difference. That's
and it's like that's crazy because then like once you got all this money,
who has
your
the
thing,
provider mindset? We have the provider mindset. We're the ones that are more used to do. So that's why there's way more housewives and house husbands.
Yeah,
and that's why on average, like, because whether women want to say it or not, the fact is this: if men are supposed to be the leaders, then you want your leader, you want your manager, you want your boss to be what? Better than you.
Facts.
So that's why
all day.
That's why women, whether they want to vocalize it or not, they seek their superior.
Say that,
they want you to be taller than them if possible, stronger than them, smarter than them, make more money than them, be more stable mentally and emotionally than them. Why? Why? Because you're supposed to lead. That's why they're supposed to be. Oh, women, I feel.
I want to do
today.
Me.
I want to, and we're supposed to be father time. This father time, which you said is clocked by father time stability. That's the best father time. Then you have mother nature, which is cyclical, emotional, moves with it, is different dynamic. You need
flows
both
with the
of them,
energy of the
different.
universe.
Yeah, but it's different things, different. So you know what I mean. So that's why we're supposed to be more emotionally, like, in control. You know what I'm saying? I always say, in my opinion, it's because men have the ability to kill. Like we have the strength to kill. So us being that's why, in my opinion, because guns per capita today versus the 1950s is just as many guns versus people as there are today in the 1950s.
Yeah.
So there's not more guns in there. Where the guns were automatic in the 1950s, the guns are automatic now, whatever. But there was less mass shootings in the 1950s than there are now.
Facts.
Less mass shootings. And I think that is because there's a cultural shift happened between the 1950s and now.
And it's a mental shift too.
Because there was more racial pain, all of that. But there was but men were men and women were women in the 50s.
Facts.
That's the difference.
100,000%.
You know what I mean? See, men were more in control of themselves. Men knew how they had to be. Where men today are encouraged to be emotional, encouraged to be the emotional men. When men get emotional, people die. That's the thing. That's what you don't understand. You know what I mean? When men get out of the people, that's how, you know. So it's best for us to learn how to. You're not saying don't feel it, but don't let it control you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and learn to, you know.
And that's the thing that I don't like sometimes about how like men and women are like. A lot of women don't let men express their feelings. And like when we do, sometimes it's a problem, or like they don't know how to handle it, because a lot of them, like me, I'm a man where like I grew up and I was around my dad a lot. That's where I get my work ethic from, because my dad worked his ass off.
Yeah,
you feel me? So he wasn't really around a lot.
Yeah,
because he was working. He was making sure I had a good life.
Yeah,
and I lived in Bloomfield Hills, bro. Like I'm not ashamed of it. Like I grew up in Oak Park in a one-bedroom apartment with my family for like probably 8 years out of my life until we moved to Bloomfield. And I stayed in Bloomfield like probably like the rest of my life until I moved on my own.
Yeah.
Then I moved back to the city. You know what I mean? So like,
provided a better life for you.
Yeah, like I've seen that side where like I'm growing up around the big houses, and like I fucking live across the street from my doctor who got a tennis court in his backyard.
Yeah.
And you know, shit like that.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people in the city who are from Detroit never really experienced that side, or never even been on that side of town.
Yeah.
You know, so like I'm grateful, and
open your horizons.
You know, like it opened me up to a lot of things. And that's why like people, like when I bump into people who are from the hood, like I feel like I can learn something from them because they went through the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I went through a struggle for a period of my life, but not my whole entire life. I never had to fight for food. I never, my mom, but I never had bologna. I never had canned food,
Never
or
had
I never
spam?
had TV dinners, never had spam.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like to grow up in that in an era where like
Never had Vienna sausages?
you little more, bro. Nothing, bro. My mama didn't feed me nothing out the can, and that's just from living with a chef who went to culinary school and know how to make good food and who make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like my mom came home and cooked every single day.
I respect that.
You know what I mean, bro? Out for work, she was working at the country club, bro, where like she working hours I'm working, and she wasn't a sous chef.
Mm-hmm.
And she come home cooking dinner, stayed on her feet for another extra hour and a half cooking dinner, make sure we eat at night. You know, so it's like, like I've seen strong women in my life, because I have strong women in my life. So like, when I meet women who don't want to put the work in to like do what it takes to take care of a man, it just makes me a little unattractive or unattracted, I should say. It's because like I've seen what a woman can do for a man, you know, and put their best foot forward.
You don't want to do that for me. How you don't want to do that for my kid?
You know what I mean? And it's like my mama did that for me, and we're not even married.
Yeah.
We just have a spiritual connection with each other because she birthed me.
Yeah.
So like, if my woman who I'm putting my best foot forward for ain't giving that to me, like,
it's not worth it.
It ain't worth it.
It's not worth it. You know
not at all.
So what you call it? Every episode is a time cap. How old are you, by the way?
23.
23.
23, bro.
All right, so I can't.
Young and alive.
Because the first question is, what advice would you give to your 20-year-old self?
Man,
you know what I mean? But that's only 3 years.
And the thing is, I got so much advice.
Yeah, all right. So what would you say to your 20-year-old self?
I had my kid when I was 22, right?
So 21, your advice is we condom.
Hey, straight 100. Straight 100. Condom all day. And then the other advice I would give is just to keep being teachable. You know what I mean?
Coachable.
Keep being teachable, keep being coachable, keep being an open mind, keep being able to talk to anybody and learn something from them, even though you don't know them.
Yeah.
Because that's the beauty of life, is being able to bump into and meet these different spirits and different types of people, and to be able to learn from them and like apply that to yourself.
Yeah.
And to be able to like take that on with you the rest of life. And it's gonna happen when you get 40 and 50. You're still gonna meet different people. You're still gonna meet new people, and you're still gonna learn lessons. And that's just what the beauty is. That's why we here.
Speaking of being 40 and 50, next part is every episode is a time capsule, and I wish you a very long life.
Man, you too. For sure.
Hopefully one day you're gonna be like 60 years old talking mad shit. You're gonna be like, listen, y'all don't even know nothing. I was talking my shit in 1084K on YouTube.
You know what I mean?
Y'all don't even know. I was on a podcast. Y'all, let me go play it.
Curl, you know what I'm saying?
Let me pull this shit up for y'all. Y'all don't recognize. Y'all don't even know.
You feel me talking about shit.
So what is a message that you would like to have for 60-year-old James looking back and watching this?
Man, enjoy life to the fullest. You did what you could do. The things you did were great, and appreciate what you did, and it's gonna live forever because only you can be you. You know, only you can be you, and that's it. Because nobody else can do things like you do it.
100%. You heard that 60-year-old James?
You know,
you heard that old James. All right,
old James, 60-year-old James. You still great. You still gonna cook the best food. You still gonna be the number one person in the room. You know, no matter where you go, and that's for anybody. Like, you should always think of yourself like that.
100%.
You know, hey, shout out to the people out there. Like, don't ever think of yourself less. No matter what nobody tell you. Like, bro, I went through adversity. Nobody thought I would be a young chef like this at 23 and with a kid at 1 year old and like still holding myself up. Because a lot of people in my situation will give up.
Yeah.
Like, there's men out there who don't have a job and have a kid and don't even want to take care of the kid
and don't even. Yeah, I've seen people come on a job, just have a newborn and still not be able to hold down the job.
You know, and it's like it does turn you into a different person.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, you just gotta have that standard within yourself. Like, I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do, and no matter what adversity comes my way, I'm gonna work it out, and 100%. Everything's gonna be all right.
Gotta have that dog in you.
You know what I mean?
Old Charlie G, if you're alive at 60 something, just know that you need to stop working, bro. You need to stop working. I hope
take a break, man.
You've completed your plan to
take a
do
break.
An investment account. That way you can make money off dividends and not have to work anymore. You better have done that. You 60 something, nigga. You stop working. You better be only doing what you want to do and love to do every day.
Facts.
All right, because at the end of the day, you're working to make this money to what? To get your time back. You can't get time back.
Facts.
So don't keep giving all your goddamn time to work. You 60 something, you putting enough work for the world. All right, live your goddamn life.
Yeah,
live your goddamn life. All right. Well, I thank you very much for coming out, man. I thank you very much. You know
hey man, shout out to you for even having me out here, bro. I appreciate it.
No doubt. But you already know, man. Look, there's a lot of places your ears could be. I'm honored they chose to be with me. When in doubt, use calm honesty to express your vision. And most of all, thanks for listening.
Peace.